mean, there are a lot of good quarterbacks in this draft class. I feel like there's always good QBs coming out, and that's just kind of the nature of it. Um, I just want to show that I can compete, especially at this pro day, and I can make all the throws out in the field, and everything will take care of itself. That's what I'm telling myself. There's no need to, those other quarterbacks are great, and they'll end up playing on Sundays and getting picked up, and I just got to control what I can control, and I just want to go out there and just compete, have fun, and the three things I want to show, are leadership, accuracy, and my playmaking ability. Those are the three things I pride myself on and think that I do pretty well, and can separate myself from some of the other quarterbacks. The three things I was saying before, just leadership ability, accuracy, and playmaking ability. I feel like I have a little bit of a natural instinct back there and can extend the plays and keep my eyes up and make some plays downfield. That's the way I've been playing the game, since I started playing, and I just think I could bring that to any team that picks me up. For the Chargers specifically, or whatever team it is, honestly, it doesn't matter. I'd go play anywhere and really push whoever they have as the starter and try to get better and compete with him, and whatever I can do to help that team win is what I'll do. I was just really working on all the measurables. I wanted to run a good 40, and I was working on that and putting some good muscle on, and just really working on my body, getting stronger and faster, working on all the L cone and all those drills, and just throwing with some of the best receivers in the country and tight ends and running backs who are all out there. So it's been a great time. I loved it out there, and I felt like I got a lot better, and just being able to throw with those guys and honestly just hang out with them and share our stories and how they're very similar, playing all around the country, and just getting to compete, every day in the weight room with all those guys and throwing on the field. Yeah, I had a lot of great memories here at Notre Dame. I think beating Clemson on November 7th was probably the best one. Just being able to play the number one team in the country and then being able to play them at home under the lights, beating them in overtime and storming the field during a pandemic. So that was cool. I mean, that's probably one thing I'll never forget. Yeah. I don't try to steer the conversation that way, but it has been, a big topic with some teams. A lot of teams care about that, and, a lot of that falls on the QB's shoulders, wins and losses. So it's been brought up a ton, and the whole measurable thing is the way it is. I feel like the NFL is changing a little bit, especially at the quarterback position. So a lot of teams do understand that, but look, at the end of the day, there's going to be people who doubt height, and that's just the way it is. Honestly, nothing I can do about that. So just control what I can control, but just being able to talk about my experience at Notre Dame and talk about never losing at home and just having so many wins with all these guys, it's important. Winning's important. That's the business that we're in. So it's been a good conversation. Yeah, Tommy, the thing he brought to Notre Dame for us and that he'll bring to the team that he goes to is a different physicality. He was a spark plug for our team and for our offense especially. If we needed him to be the lead hat in a run game, he'd do it, and he'd go take out the best player and create a huge hole for the running backs. If we needed him to go to make a big play down the field, running a certain route, he'd do it, and that's what he'll do for the team that asks him or that drafts him. He's just got a different level of physicality, and he's willing to put his body on the line. And when you got somebody out there on the field who's willing to do that, and put their body out on the line for you, that's a teammate that you want to have. So I'm excited for him. I feel like he's just gotten so much better this last season. He looks great, and I think he's just ready for this pro day. He'll go tear it up. Well, the first part, being number 9, I haven't seen any of those, but I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of good quarterbacks. I feel like I compete. I feel like I'm in the top. I don't know who the 8 others, are in front of me, but honestly, I just want an opportunity to show that I can compete. It's kind of how I felt coming out of high school. Had a lot of naysayers, a lot of doubters. It's the same situation. Now I'm just, trying to go play in the NFL. It's the same exact talk. It's the same noise, honestly. So I've already heard it, and I was able to overcome it. It's just the same thing now, just starting over. So it's kind of how I deal with the naysayers, to be honest. Doesn't really matter. I'm not getting any taller, so it's just the way it is. And it's the way I've played football my whole entire life. And, was able to be successful here at Notre Dame. I plan on doing the same thing in the NFL and having a good career. And I just use it it's a chip on my shoulder. I just use it as motivation, honestly.